what's going on, y'all? T-Bob here.
And Jake as well.
And you're about to watch a little OTB LSU.
We're going to give you all the latest, greatest between LSU football, baseball, women's basketball, softball, and everything in between.
Bottom line, if you want to talk Tigers, keep it locked, subscribe, like it, and we hope you enjoy it.
We talked about it and linked with the Saints as far as places that we may be concerned about the depth, because both teams really, like when you look at the first 22, and not even, I usually throw it into like the first 30 because you're going to have guys that certainly rotate in. Like you feel really, really good about it. Now I feel better about the depth at LSU than I do with the Saints, and some of that's because of roster size, and some of that's because of who they've brought in as well. But the safety position is a very interesting one, and Wilson laid it out there. Major Burns has missed 5 games or more, I believe, both of the last 2 seasons. So each of the last 2 seasons he has missed multiple games. And look, I give him credit for going out there playing with the neck roll. We were kind of joking, but he did everything he could do to go out there and play. And he's a big part of what LSU is going to do defensively this year. But you got to count on a couple of guys to step up. That's a position a little bit of concern because you just don't know. Like there's other places across the team where you have veteran guys who have played. Like if Marlon Martinez had to come in and play center, I think we'd all feel pretty good about that, right?
Yeah. He's filled in pretty well when he's had to. He's developed a little more.
Before. He's a veteran player. Like if Greg Brooks goes down, like where are you going to go?
Yeah, who do you have behind him? You got a Toviano, you got a Lengua, like talented guys,
yes.
Not a lot of in-game experience.
Yeah, and look, you've got another transfer and Sam coming in, and Andre Sam play a lot of football. He's played a lot of football at McNeese, and he's played a lot of football at Marshall. Does that translate to the SEC, right? That's a big question, because when I go across this football team, even quarterback, you're like, man, I feel really good about the depth of the quarterback position. LSU has the best quarterback depth in the country, in my opinion, because you might have others that have 4 guys, but the thing about the 4 guys, 2 of them won't be there next year. That's just the way the position is, and certainly in this day and time in college football. You have a guy in Garrett Nussmeier who has stuck around. He's here. Like, he is pot committed. Like, he's going to be here, obviously. Like I said, Jaden Daniels last year. Here comes Garrett Nussmeier. He's going to come in. So you feel incredible about the quarterback depth. Not a lot of places. I mean, I don't even know what the percentage would be of places that would feel good if their guy went down. Now, you don't want your guy to go down. Make no mistake about it. But you have a situation at LSU where you have a true Heisman contender, and if he goes down, like you still feel good about your football team because you have a guy that has come in. He's played against Georgia, the best team in the country, and had a lot of success. He's played going back 2 years when Max Johnson was your starting quarterback. He came in the bowl game and rotated. So, like, that is key for LSU because there's a couple of places across this country that are breaking in a new quarterback, or if their quarterback went down. Like if Caleb Williams goes down at USC, all that talk from T-Bob about the Trojans and Petite Trojan Boy and all that, it goes out the window. He is their lifeline. If he goes out, that lifeline goes flat. It's just what it is. LSU has a situation where they be able to absorb an injury like that. So you feel really good about where they're at. I mean, Jordan Travis, if he went down at Florida State, I mean, you just don't have that luxury in most places. So LSU, incredibly fortunate to have that situation. Even on the offensive front, like you feel good. Tight end, my God, it was tight end scary last year. Your offensive coordinator, Denbrock, would be out there with like 2 guys and then 3 walk-ons. Nothing against walk-ons. Walk-ons can play. Shout out my guy Chris Doring. Never want to hate on walk-ons. But it was a room that was as thin as I've ever seen a room in college football. Like you didn't have anything out there. And now you're bringing in a surplus of tight ends through this signing class to go with a guy that was just selected to be preseason All-SEC in Mason Taylor.
Yeah, that should motivate him after a really good freshman season. I feel like they threw the ball to him a lot more towards the end of the year and in the bowl game too.
I mean, the first game of the year, it's almost like he'd done so well in camp they were trying to force it. So that gives you high hopes and what he's already shown them. And then, Mario, to your point, the way he ended the Alabama game, like he went out there and was a dude. He was a dog. Like he went and made the plays that won the game. Think about the touchdown in the corner in the north end zone, and then you catch the 2-point conversion to win the game. So you have him, and then, oh, yeah, if he gets hurt, it's not doomsday because you actually have some bodies that can go out there and play the position. And so you feel good about the depth in a lot of positions. That safety position, the one that we're all looking at here in Baton Rouge, and certainly early in training camp to see which guy can step up.
Wow, Jake, what incredible takes.
I mean, those guys, they're just the best.
I think so. And if you think so, again, hit the like button, subscribe, ring the bell so you get notifications when we post every single day here on OTB LSU.